I thought it was a pretty fun moment in the game where they kind of brought up the graphic of some of the players on this defense and where the Bills were able to find them. And you had Cam Lewis being an undrafted, Jamarcus Ingram undrafted, Christian Benford being a 6th-round pick. There's a couple more on there, but just being able to build this team. Bale Inspector was another one on there, 7th-round pick. Just being able to build this team and being able to rely on the depth when it comes time to, I think kind of speaks volumes to the continuity of this team and the drafting and developing and being able to find some of these guys in the late rounds, because that's what it takes to build a really competitive roster year over year. And kind of look at some of these guys that are coming around in their 3rd, 4th year that have been with the team and just putting in the work and buying into the system. And all of a sudden, I don't feel good about seeing Cam Lewis or Jamarcus Ingram seeing meaningful snaps, but they get out there and they're playing at a high level. And I look at guys like that, if we're a team that wants to jump the gun and fire the coach and fire the GM because we haven't gotten over the hump, guys like that don't stick around. They don't get a chance to stay with the organization very often. They're overhauling rosters. They're bringing in their own guys. And yeah, some of these guys would stick around for a year or two after that. But most of these guys aren't really getting a ton of opportunity most places in the league. And I think it's really cool to see them develop over time from these undrafted guys who, we barely know their names, into guys that are out there starting, making plays. And kind of leads me into Buffalo Joe getting his first NFL regular season action out there today. And just another player that's super cool to see. And yes, it's by, some force of some injury misfortune with Milano and Bernard being out and, having to lean into the depth early in the season. But again, that's another player that, maybe we don't see a ton from him this year, but he's able to get up and do something on special teams and stick around for training camp next year. And maybe in 2-3 years, that's the next, local product, unsigned player that is able to come in, put in the work, and all of a sudden we're getting meaningful contributions from them a couple of years down the line.